guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Jimmy.
And I am Kyle.
Yes. Here we go with another Tyranid battle report, but this time they're coming to feast on the Grey Knights.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Yes. So a massive thank you to David for lending us this army. God, it's probably about 6 months ago now. And sorry we've not used it as much as you probably would have liked. COVID in the camp, both of us have had it. And other battle reports, other stuff.
But they're here now! Yeah, so pretty buzzed to play them again. I think it's going to be a good matchup with regards to Psychic Annihilation. It's a case of he denies Shadow of the Warp and I deny with my natural built-in stuff, so it's going to be a lot of Psychic powers probably not going off. But it should be fun. It should be fun. So what we're playing, what are we playing?
We are playing Tide of Conviction, and the eagle-eyed viewers will know that the Crusher Stampede played this exact one just a few battle reports ago. So
do you know why? Because Grey Knights have tides, right? And then my brain was like, "Oh, that seems cinematic." Yeah. And then you were like, "Yeah, you do know we played this quite recently." So, but the terrain, the map, the layout, in the sense of what's going on in here is completely different. So it should be a very, 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 very fun game indeed.
Yes, there is a subscribe button down below. Please hit it. And do you know what? You guys absolutely smashed the like target on the last Tyranid battle report. So we'll keep the same. We'll say 35 likes for the Tyranids and 15 for the Grey Knights this time. So a goal of 50. But I'm sure a lot of you can probably smash that and take us
unbelievably
up.
Humbled to the max. So you guys are amazing.
So let's go see them armies.
Grey Knights time, baby! And today it is 1,750 points of rapiers. Yes, rapiers. The extra attacks will be probably massively needed. Yes, we're against these fully fleshed out Nids. So we'll start off with this battalion. It is the Grandmaster in Dread suit. So everything I've tried to model with what they've got. So this guy has an incinerator and a Gatling cannon. Warlord traits and relics and psychic powers will be in the description below. Just so I don't make a mistake and basically look like a fool, like I usually do. But this guy has got some really good stuff going on. He is an absolute boss, so hopefully he will level up in this. Going over to my second HQ, I have a brother captain, this guy with the banner back there, with a Nemesis hammer. He also has a Warlord trait and a relic, so I'll bet 2 CP on him. Again, description below if you want to check it out. I will go through this in game as well, so you guys will know definitely. And then rounding off the HQ, just because I wanted to, it is Crow. Not the new model, but it's still just as efficient. This guy has a potential of mortal wound outputs and stuff like that. He's just kind of there just to sort of buffer the normal guys in the game. Going over to the troops, I have 3 5-man squads of strike teams, halberds, swords, and hammers I've got going on. All in the 5 squads, just a bit of variant. The hammers probably will be handy against the big Nids. Damage. Toughness 8 is quite annoying. Then going over to my elites, this big nasty blob. I would have tried 5-man, but because of what I've got going on and points, I just basically maxed these guys out to fill up the points. So I've got the boss, he's got the hammer. And then I've got 2 warding staves and the rest halberds. These guys are really brilliant. Really expensive points when you start racking up things. I've got 2 side cannons in there as well for a little bit of anti-monster weaponry. And then going over to my final elite, it is the Ancient down there. We're just giving a few more attacks on top of the rapiers. Also other attacks. Hopefully that can stack and do me the business today. And then going over to my heavy support, I have 2 Dread Knights. This guy has the side cannon and the Gatling. This guy has the Gatling and the sword. Again, trying to model what I've got going on. Again, these are still fantastic, and hopefully we'll do the business. And then finally off, these guys here, the Colgate. Don't know. I am rambling. I can't remember the name, and I just looked at him. Purgation.
I think so.
Look at him doing his own life, a little swap.
I need to learn these names.
Learning them nids, baby. Purgation. Spent a minute talking about Colgate. These guys are... I've given them the incinerators and I've given them the Gatlings, so it is kind of a horde sweeper. I think it's probably the smart move when you see Jimmy's list. And that's it. Like I said, Psychic and all that good stuff is going to be in description, and throughout the game we'll make sure we highlight it so you guys know as well. My secondaries today are bring it down, engage on all fronts, and then grind them down. Logic being bring it down can score some quite good points because these nids are leveled up with wounds, so it means more points in my bank there. Engage, I've got the potential of deep strike, and I'm quite durable, so I feel like I can bag them points there. And grind them down, once you see Jimmy's list, it will be more clear, but he's got a lot more chaff than I do, so even clinking a few of them off per turn possibly could bag me them points quite comfortably. But here, these nids are very, very good these days. And rightly so. They've had a hard time in 8th and all the way through 9th with their 8th edition Codex. It's about time they get the glow they well and truly deserve. So that's me waffling on. That's it. That's the list. Let's move over to them Tyranids.
So here is my 1750 of Tyranids today. I've started with my Hive Fleet. I'm Hive Fleet Gorgon. That 4+ to wound could be quite handy indeed. But let's start with my Warlord. I am bringing the Swarmlord today. His abilities or his Warlord trait has changed slightly. He now adds 3 inches to all his auras and abilities, basically. I'm giving him Catalyst, Onslaught, and Smite. Then moving over to my second HQ. It's just a Tyranid Prime with Scything Talons and Rending Claws. Avid viewers of the channel will know that was once a lictor, but they are now not very good. And now moving over to a Broodlord. Yes, I know what you're saying in the comments. Broodlords now are terrible. And yes, I know they are terrible. But I thought I'd test it out, see if it's any good. And to test it out, I brought 20 Gene Stealers to go with him, just so that they can have a bit of fun if I get the first turn of mulching some Grey Knights. Troops choices: 10 Hormagaunts, 11 Hormagaunts, and 10 Hormagaunts. No adrenal glands this time, because they wound on 4s, so why waste the points? And then moving over to my next set of troops, I have the Tyranid Warriors, all with Death Spitters, Bonesword and Lashwhip, and the Venom Cannon in this squad. And this squad is just all Death Spitters, Boneswords and Lashwhips. Now for my elite choices, I've already gone over the Gene Stealers. But we have a Horospex with Dermic Symbiosis for a 4+ invuln. We move over to my heavy supports, and I've got a Tyrannofex with Voracious Ammunition. Let's deal out some additional mortal wounds, despite the fact he's got a 5+ Feel No Pain. And then finally, I have an Exocrine, and because I had the points spare, I've given him the Synaptic enhancement to give him Synapse, so Shadow the Warp, and he can benefit from abilities and keep guys around. All good stuff. Now let's move over to my secondaries. I've gone for Assassinate, Retrieve Nachman Data, and I've gone for a cheeky Stranglehold as well. Feel like he has enough characters for me to assassinate. I've got enough bugs to run around and potentially get them Nachman Datas. And Stranglehold, if I can just flood him out on his objectives for a couple of turns, or hold him back anyway, I should be able to score some points for that. So I feel pretty confident. Only 1 CP burnt for the Warlord trait. So that's where I burnt the CP for Adaptive Biology. So he gets a nice 5+, Feel No Pain. Hopefully, survives a bit longer. Now, let's head to deployment. The stage is set for this epic bout of boutiness. The Tyranids have spawned across the entirety of their lines with, oh yeah, Genestealers up in the middle and the cannon fodder on the right hand side. Meanwhile, as you can see, the Grey Knights have hidden themselves, concealed themselves because they are scared, for the might of the Hive Mind are about to ensnare their bodies and take away their biomass. But first, we must roll off. So Mr. Kyle, as you can hear, is preparing his dice.
I was trying to be really subtle, and it was just not having none of it.
Right, where do you want to roll?
Roll now. For a 3.
Coming over here. Here we go. For 3. Ooh, I thought that was a 6.
4.
I need a 5 or a 6, baby. For 2. Oh no! Oh no! The Alpha Strike has not alphaed. It is Grey Knights. Turn 1.
Turn 1 for Grey Knights, and these guys are just anchored. They've shimmied up a little. So the Grey Knight and the Dread Knight have moved up into sort of the middle of my territory, holding objective 3. These have advanced, managing to get 6, so that's why they've powered straight into there. And obviously, because they're in cover, they can shoot out of cover, so these Genestealers potentially are threats and obviously other stuff, yada yada yada.
The weapons assault.
All will be revealed.
Oh no! There's a stratagem! Damn it!
Anyway, so these have anchored obviously on number 3, just shimmying up a little bit so they can shoot these Genestealers. We do not want these Genestealers to be around. And that is really it. I have got my Terminators, my Brother Captain, my Ancient, my Heavy Weapons team, and another Dread all in Deep Strike. So yeah, Jimmy could screen pretty well and block them from going where I need them to go, but it's all good. It's all good in the hood. Psychic phase, there's going to be quite a bit, I'm sure. I need to double check what I'm going to do, and I'll be right back, boys and girls. Psychic now. I'm just going to overview what I'm going to do, purely for the fact it's not going to be that entertaining, and there's not very much denial in range. So these guys are going to smite into these Genestealers. Shadow Warp is an effect on these guys. This guy is using smite. This squad and Crow are all smiting into this squad. The big geezer, the Grandmaster, is going to put Vortex of Doom onto this squad down here. And then this final squad with the halberds are putting Hammerhand onto the sword Reverend, just in case they get charged, they can get to reroll wounds and all that good stuff. Brilliant. So what we'll do is really quickly off camera. If it was more entertaining, with all the more psychic powers and denials, we would have gone there, but it's a lot of smiting, guys. So we'll come back and see what is the damage. And then there was one! Smiting went really well. These guys rolled a double 6 on smite. I re-rolled it because I thought shooting would have wiped the Genestealers out. I got a double 6 again. So I lost 1 wound on one of the guys, but managing to kill 3 in return. And then the other ones went off. These guys, I do believe, killed the 2, just at the front there. Hammerhand did not go off, but Vortex did as well. So overall, pretty successful. Let's go into that shooting phase.
So a stratagem was going to be burned here for 2 CP, allowing them to shoot up here. But on reflection of rereading the stratagem, it's can't do that. So this squad here is going to put everything into this Genestealer here. 10 shots, hitting on 4s. Oh,
sorry. Hitting on 4s because it's going through cover, but re-rolling ones because of the Grandmaster. Okay. Not overly worried because I've got 1,000 guns to shoot at this guy, because that's the only thing I shoot. Just that's cocked.
Just the one, I think.
Yeah.
Just the one.
5 up. No.
Shall I burn us? No, I won't.
Do it!
Good night, sweet Alpha Strike that never struck.
And that is turn 1 done. Short but sweet. This is blocking a lot of the shooting. It's protecting me as much as protecting Jimmy, so that is all well and good. Secondaries scoring nil pois. it's the long game, guys. Grind it down and bring it down. Grind down potentially could happen, but we shall see. And then primary is holding 2, so we get bagging potentially 5 points in my next one. All my meat and potatoes of the army is going to be dropping turn 2, so I'm not overly worried. Yeah, good stuff. At least one of the Alpha Strikes is down. I am going to get swarmed by Gene Stealers, but that is all well and good. Let's go over to them Tyranids and their nasty turn 1.
So, turn 1 for the Tyranids. As you can see, we have moved out a plenty, and a lot of stuff has moved quite far. So these guys have just gone to basically screen this little corner here. He's gone up to go screen around here. These guys have moved up onto objective 5. These guys here advanced 3 inches just to get into cover and get on objective 4. Both of these advanced 6 inches each. Incredible. And these guys in here, 6 inches as well for the Tyranid Warriors. These guys just moved up generally. The Exocrine is there just within the cover, and then can see that lovely Dread Knight. The Synaptic imperative this turn was the Guide Mind, I think it's called. It is from the Tyranid Prime. It allows a 6-up. Basically, when you're shooting any unmodified rolls of 6s, do 1 additional. So, guess where that's going, and going, and going, and potentially going, and technically going as well, yeah, because that'll end up on the Tyranids, which is very nice. So, pretty good, really. Psychic. What my plan is to put Onslaught onto these guys to give them a cheeky charge as well. And then to Synaptic link through everybody. So go from here, here, and the gap over here is, I think, 11 inches when I measured. It was within 12, which then can go up onto these Gene Stealers. I'm going to plan on putting Catalyst. So that is everything. Unfortunately, we've got Psychic Scream and Smite over there, and there are nothing in range or visible. So, we'll be back in the Psychic phase. I'll quickly grab my dice, and I will pass the camera to Mr. Kyle, who will probably deny with everything in his army.
So the ping pong of here to here to here to here to here to get to here. Catalyst needing a 6 going to a 7 thanks to the Grey Knights.
-1.
I know, 6 to go, and then I get...
Oh no!
And then I need a 6. And I get an 8.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Yeah, I forgot you +1 onto your thingy. And then finally, Onslaught going onto my Tyranid Warriors in front of the guys with swords.
No problem.
I will burn a CP and swap dice, because I'm 2 dice were doing terrible. So 1 CP down. That's a bit better. So I'm 8.
Okie dokie, I'll get my dice and see what I can do. So I'm going to burn 1 CP for Hexagraphic Wards, which I get to roll 3 dice and discard the lowest.
Perils, baby!
I will burn a CP to re-roll that.
Cool, I'll just take my psychic power, thank you.
Wow, 2 CP, and he does still get it. I've rolled 3 1s out of 6 dice. That is abysmal. These dice are going in the bin. So, Onslaught goes off. Catalyst doesn't. 2 CP down from me. Let's go over that shooting phase. Death Spitters are shooting into this Marine squad here.
So this is 9 shots hitting on 3s, rerolling everything thanks to the Hive command ability on the Hive Tyranids Chapter Master rerolls. So normally they'd hit on 3s, but because they advanced, it's -1.
That's a nice little roll there.
The guide 6s explode.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. Thank you, guidance. So that is
crazy.
1, 2, and 3 additional hits. That's pretty good. And then strength 5 against toughness.
4.
So 3 is required. And then I don't think you reroll any of those. So that is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 at -2, good sir.
I don't get cover because I'm in, you're both in cover. Okie dokie. Wow, my bad luck is really continuing. That is 3 dead and a half. Yikes. Next round shooting, the Stinger Salvos are going into this Dread Knight. I forgot to mention my Tide. It's Tide of Shadows, so it's -1 hit. But he advanced, so it's already built in. Just to clarify with these warriors, they cannot shoot because we're counting the base of the ruins as the building. So therefore they can't shoot. So it's just Stinger Salvos and then this piddly little gun over here. Yeah, not to worry about.
Nothing at all.
So 4s, imagine.
Yes. So all these miss, and then 2 explode. That's very nice. Strength 5 against toughness 6, needing 5s to wound. Reroll that one. So 3 at -1, good sir. It's only 1 damage, so
2 wounds off. Yikes. Final bit of shooting is this Exocrine going into the Grand Master himself, hopefully bagging some assassination points.
So, with the Hive guided mind from the I've forgotten his name now, Tyranid Warrior. No, Tyranid Prime. Prime Tyranid. Whatever he's called. He has exploding 6s on him. Now, I had this discussion with Mr. Kyle off camera. There is a stratagem which allows you for unmodified 6s, observe the organism, I believe it's called, and to ignore the facts for cover. So what I'm thinking is, does it explode twice? We've had a discussion off camera, and we believe that yes, it does, although we fully expect it will probably get FAQ'd pretty quickly. But then again, it is for only 1 turn, so each roll of a 6 roll should be 2 additional hits.
Very good. Very
so
good.
It is a heavy 6 plus D3. So,
before you start all this nonsense,
yes.
The relic of my Grandmaster means I can teleport away when you're shooting at him. So basically, I've got the signal relic, which basically means the Grandmaster can teleport away from shooting. He can go anywhere on the board, 9 inches away from any of the opponents, and then you get to hit something else, which I'm assuming it would probably be the normal one. Yes. So I will move him now, and then I'll let Jimmy continue his shooting. And he's popped up down here, just to the edge there. Obviously, there's quite a lot of Nids still to go, so he's screened the back. I can't manage to get down here because the base is so large, but he's going to stay down here, away from the shots. And away from massively easy charging. I think Gene Stealers possibly can, but if they can and they get a 12, then they well and truly deserve it. So the Exocrine is going to shoot into the other Dread Knight instead.
Yes. D3 attack. D3 onto the 6. Damn it. Fair.
Well, good stuff indeed.
6s explode twice, hitting on 3s.
Yep, because you're not covered, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, that probably... Well, they might be intentional, but it seems a bit bonkers with how good the guns got.
Yeah.
3s?
Wounded on 3s, yeah. Oh, it's just...
Yeah, it's probably better.
To be fair... There's a lot of 1s and 2s. So that is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, sir, at minus, I think, 4.
I don't know how I did
Flat
that.
3 damage.
Okie dokie. 7, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. You probably got him. 3 damage.
Flat 3 damage, sir. Even with a reroll, you did.
Yeah, the bad rolling continues. Annoying, but I don't know if they explode. I'll roll just in case. No, it won't go on a 5. That means 1 dread is down already. Yikes. Due to the Grandmaster moving, these guys can shoot, so it's just the Venom Cannon, so he's got D3 shots, hitting on 4s. For 2.
Wounding on 3s. Ooh, just the 1.
Loves it. Good stuff. I'll let Jimmy have a look, see what he can do. It's probably just going to be 1, potentially 2 cheeky charges. I'll let him have a little think. The only charge Gene Stealers need a 13. It's impossible on 2 dice. So these guys need a 5 or more to get into the Strike Marines.
I forgot they got adrenal glands, so they've actually got 1 extra inch to their movement, which I never did. But it doesn't matter. Need a 5. Getting them on a 6.
Lovely stuff indeed.
Lashwhips, I think.
Combat now. Hitting on 3s, rerolling everything because of the Swarmlord's ability, and wounding on 2s.
So, hitting on 3s. Rerolling. No. And then wounding on 2s. So it's 2, 4, 6. Minus, you'd be 5 up save.
Not a bad effort. Damage 2, 1.
Damage 2, so.
Yeah, the squad is white.
End of turn 1 for the Tyranids. Pretty decent turn. Screened out the whole of the backboard leading up, so he can deploy some of his units up here. Quite a lot is out of bounds up here, and the same within a nice 9-inch bubble around here as well. Scored 2 for the primary for holding the objectives in Kyle's deployment zone. Well, not deployment zone, in his territory. Retrieve Octarius data was started over here. And Stranglehold has definitely gone off, seeing I'm on 5 of the 6. Assassination, or assassinate, unfortunately nothing, because that pesky Grandmaster and his teleport shenanigans. We will see you in Grey Knights, turn 2.
Turn 2 for the Grey Knights. No real command abilities needed in place, so straight onto the movement. Grandmaster has moved his full range up to eye up these targets. These have just shuffled round to hold objective 1. These have bombed up to objective 3, hopefully try and take these warriors off there and hold out for when the big monsters come crashing in. And then all the deep striking came in. No point hanging back, because if I don't do very well this turn, screening is going to happen and I'll be literally going to be crying into my hands. So the heavy weapons team, that's just to measure out, apologies, have dropped down there, eyeing up potential targets with the gaunts down there and whatnot. And then going right over here, I've dropped everything in, making sure I'm 9 inch away from the gaunt and the exocrine. So the Dread, the Ancient, the Brother Captain and the Palatine squad. Lovely stuff indeed. Hopefully the massive bolt of fire can clear out some of the chaff, and then we can see if we can crack some of these gigantic crustaceans. Psychic phase. What I will be doing is having a think and then coming right back to you guys. See you soon.
Starting the psychic phase now. Vortex of Doom onto the Gene Stealers from the Grandmaster.
Needing an 8 because of Shadow of the Warp. It does not go off.
Would you like to reroll?
Nah, there's other things more important. Coming over to here, I will put Smite into the Warriors, and then I'll do Smite with the Mace guys into the Warriors as well. Cool. Goes off.
-1, remember.
Doesn't go off. Okay, so next one needs a 5 because it didn't go off. Yep, goes off.
D3.
You're not going to die? Nah?
No, no.
Okay. For free.
Cool.
So,
That's 1 dead warrior.
brilliant. Crow is going to change the tide.
What tide would you like, sir?
Let me have a look.
Okay. Crow is going to change the tide to...
Yeah, so the warp shaping, it's a 4, and I'm going to do the tide of conversion. So it's all about nemesis and psi weapons.
No, -1.
Nope, so the warp goes off again. Brilliant stuff. I am going to...
Have a little think.
Wear that. Yeah, I'll go straight into this guy.
Yep.
Going to put Hammer Hand into the Terminators.
Oh. Yep, goes off. That's fine.
No, that's rerolling everything. And then I will have a little think about what I'm going to do with these two guys.
Ooh. So the brother captain has the...
Gem of Inot 2.
Ooh.
Which basically I could break it and use it once per game. And I get 2 to the psychic test, obviously 1 with Shadow Warp. So I'm going to start with Sanctuary. So needing a 6 going up to a 7 because of you taking 2 off, so needing a 6.
No, you need a 7. No.
Wow.
Ah! So you need a 6 normally.
Yeah.
Normally you'd be +1, so 7, but you're taking 2 away, so technically you need a 5. What does Sanctuary do again?
4 up in one.
4 up in
on my mini dread Terminators. Yeah. Goes off
on a
8.
No. Yes, goes off on an 8. 4 up in one on your Terminators, you say? What other psychic powers do you plan on doing these guys? Any smites?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I'm not totally sure.
I've got 2 denies, so I'll try denying with this one.
Yeah.
You don't do anything to denies, do you? It's only...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
+1 to deny.
+1 to deny.
So you're needing a 9, basically. Close.
Wow.
So that's 4 gone. And then Symphonic Strike is my second one because I'm going to burn 1 CP for Mental Focus. So I get another Psychic Power. That is a 6. So we'll see. Cocked. Come here, little one. That goes off. Would you like to try it? +1 attack on myself.
What other psychic powers do you reckon you'll do there?
So all that's left is this guy, which probably is going to smite.
+1 attack on himself?
Yeah.
I'll let you have that.
Okie dokie. And then finally, on this side, Brother Ancient is going to do Entropic Amplification instead.
Okay.
Which is the +1 damage on Psi and
okay.
Basically like the Tide.
Okay.
But on these ones. Needing a 8. Both cocked.
Roll them there.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's an awful place to roll. 7 doesn't go off.
Okay, cool.
And then just final one, flip it over right over here. I'll roll on this side. It's just a smite from them guys into your Gorns.
Cool. I will aim to deny with the Broodlord.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it goes off. Goes off.
Oh dear.
2 dead.
Cool.
I do believe that's all my psychic. I'll just double check and then we'll get straight into shooting.
Sorry for the long drawn out phase here, guys, but sometimes we cut out this stuff. Shooting phase now. Going in, the silencers, I believe you said, are going into these. So, 12 shots hitting on 4s because you deep struck and it's heavy weapons. Looking for 3s to wound.
4 at AP -1's good sir.
Cool. I'll quickly grab mine. 6 is required. 3 are dead so far now for the flame. The stone bolt off the champion fired, killing an additional 1. Now 3d6 shots.
From the incinerators. 13, I'll take that.
Oh, grab your dice. 13 shots, needing 3s to wound. Wiping the full squad of Hormagaunts thanks to 8. 6 is needed, and I rolled a single 1. So, anywhere else you're going, sir, or would you like to have a little think-a-dink?
I'm going to do the 3 storm bottles from here. that can see into the warriors.
Cool. I'll let you grab your dice. Shots from here, all went in here, causing only 2 wounds. 5 toughness 5 warriors is definitely a strong thing. Now we'll be moving over to this side of the board. Mr. Kyle's just having a look over his weapons, and we'll be back in a moment. Grandmaster now firing his incinerator and Gatling laser thing into the Gene Stealers. Will they survive? Find out on this week's edition of Will the Gene Stealer Survive? 7 shots from the incinerator. How many from the Gatling laser?
12.
12. And only 2 Gene Stealers dead. To be fair, this guy is very annoyed at my rolling. I did roll quite a lot of 5s and 6s on the invuns.
I think I'm just slightly like bitter taste from the exocrines fair, but I roll it in a lot of 1s or 2s then. Really didn't help. Luckily, I'm good in combat.
He says that.
Yeah, I know.
But I've got a 5 up invuln, baby, that I will pass! Death from the warp for, is it 1 CP?
Yes, it is.
Yes, 1 CP. Going into these Terminators here. So it'll allow the side cannons to hit on 3s and the actual troops to hit on 2s. Something you get for deep striking, which is very nice. So all the bolters are going to go into the Hormagaunts and the side cannons are going to go into the exocrine. We will start with the side cannons because we'll do these on camera. The bolters we will not bother. So 6 shots, sir. Hitting all 3s. 5s.
Yes. No. Okay.
Cool. Right, we'll come back and will these survive? Well, it worked last time, so check out the adventures of the Hormagaunt. Will they survive? Will Lassie fall down a well? Who knows? Find out in a moment. Unfortunately, the Hormagaunts are no more. So, moving over, where are we going, sir?
I'm going to shoot the Ancient and the Brother Captain Stormbolters. They're going into these guys. We'll do them off camera because it's only bolters. Sorry for no big guns. It's lots of bolter shots. And then finally it's a silencer. I'll see where this goes.
Yeah.
I know I've got the combat, so I'm comfortable anyway. It's just I'm wounded on 6s and stuff like that, so it's kind of a bit of a waste. Kind of glad the chaff's gone, so it's going to really force certain things to anchor down. Luckily, some of them are gun lines for you. But yeah, I'll do these off camera and I'll have a little think about this guy.
Cool. Right, back in a moment. 1 CP has been burnt 4.
Psychic Onslaught.
Ooh, so basically it's turned to his side cannon that he's got on him.
Silencer.
Silencer, that's the one.
Side cannon would be nasty.
Oh, yeah, to a -2 and strength 6, but the strength is irrelevant because it's going into the exocrine. Yeah. So he's hitting on 3s. 5s re-rolling 1s now.
No ones.
To be fair, that's a pretty decent roll.
4, I'll take that. AP -2, baby.
AP -2, that gives me a 4 up save. It's only 1 damage in it.
It's 4 damage each.
4 damage each. Wow. Lost all of them apart from 1. He has lost a single wound. Would you grab a
special dice
D20 for me, please? The Grandmaster, was it?
Brother Captain.
Brother Captain has a Warlord trait, which gives him +1 to his charge rolls. And if he makes that charge, they all get that. Wonderful. Great stuff.
Yeah, so it's called Fight First to the Fray. So he needs obviously an 8 now, and then they would all get 8. Then we're going to go, this little pointy stick. These need, going into here, pretty much autos. He needs a 4. Moving over here, guys. The Grandmaster, I'm going to go into the Broodlord rather than the Gene Stealers on the objective. He's got 6 attacks. There's 6 left. I'd have to have a perfect thing, and you'd have to fail your invuns. And if I didn't, they'd be still logged in the combat. Morale and all that is not a thing. And then Broodlord would charge anyway with probably the big gribblies. So it's 8, 2, 4, 8, and then if he doesn't go off, then
yeah, you got to do the Brother Captain first, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I'm at Overwatch with that, with the exocrine. Let's see if I can't blow him up. Because he's on a 5 up invuln, is he not? Or does he have a 4 up? Because he's only in Terminator armour.
Yeah, he'll have 5.
Okay, we'll give that a shot and we'll see if we can't blow him to smithereens. Where would you like to start, though?
I'll start with the easy ones first.
Okay.
So I'm just seeing where they go. So this is needing a 2. So they've got a 5. Right, I'll leave them to next to them so I know. Then Crow gets a 6. That's fine. Then we'll do Brother Captain, I guess.
Cool. Right, I'll pass you this. I will get the dice and we're back in a moment.
So this guy is overwatching against my Brother Captain. 6 shots plus 9 shots. Brilliant.
Hitting on 6s. What a waste of a CP. Why wouldn't it go before us?
Right.
Please do not roll an 8 here, sir.
I will burn to charge again.
Damn it!
He's definitely in. Then I get to reroll. So then I will do the Terminators next. An 11. And then the Ancient. An 8. He gets in as well. Then the Brother, the Chapter Master.
Oh, you're not doing the...
Oh yeah, sorry.
In fact, will he be able to fit?
Well, we'll roll anyway. It makes no odds if he can't. He gets in as well. Jimmy's literally pulling his hair out, and then it's the Grandmaster. He does not get in, but that means everything else does. I'll move everything in, and then we'll see if I can fit all this good stuff in.
Combats galore about to happen. So, what's happened is Thunderous Stride has gone into the Excrin, but only dealt 1 mortal wound. Then, but why not? Swarmlord is going straight into this geezer here. I've burnt 1 CP for Indomitable Monstrosity, I think, which basically gives him transhuman as he is strength 10. So he might drop the odd wound. Right, sir. 6 attacks, you said, because of a banner.
Hitting on 3s. We're doing 4s now. It's like Leviathan all over again.
Yes, buddy.
Rerolling 1s because of Brother Captain.
Disgusting.
3 inbuns.
3 4 pinbuns. I might need to burn a CP here. Can't even tell those as 5. I will burn a CP. We'll swap dice. It's 1 anyway. D6 damage, sir.
For 4.
4. Cool. The Swarmlord has an ability called Blade Parry or something, which reduces once per turn. This is not a once per game ability. A once per turn ability can deflect the damage, so it does damage 0. So basically, 0 damage. So I don't even know why I bothered burning a CP to reroll, because I could have done that beforehand. So no wounds taken from the Swarmlord. I'm going to burn 2 CP over here to interrupt, and I will also burn an additional CP for Adrenaline Surge, which gives him an additional attack, giving him trying to remember what it is now, giving him 4 attacks. I should mention my Synaptic Imperative this turn, which is at the start of the battle round, is the Tyranid Warrior ones, where it's called Goad to the Slaughter, and allows for exploding 6s in combat with melee, basically. So I'll quickly grab my dice for this interruption, and hopefully I can wound these, hopefully I can explode some shots and kill this entire squad of Marines. Back in a moment, guys.
Let's go.
Rerolling 1s for Lashwhip. So just 4 attacks go through, wounding on 2s. Oh, typical. And now I roll a 6. Just 2 at -2, so 2 dead Marines.
Okay, that's fine. For all that CP, I will absolutely take that.
Disgusting times are upon us. So 2 CP have been burnt for the 2 stratagems.
Steel Heart, so it's +1 a hit.
Okay.
So they're hitting on 2s. And Deadly Efficiency, which is the Rapier special one, which is
Exploding
6s.
Cool.
Plus I get 1 for the banner as well. So we're going to do bit by bit.
Stays
first. So I get 4 attack space plus 1, so 10 for the staves, hitting on 2s. Wounded on 5s, but rerolling everything because I hammer hand.
Should have denied this hammer hand now.
Good start so far.
Very good start. It's only -1 these days, isn't it?
These ones are, yeah.
Okay.
So that is 6 free ups.
6 3-ups, so only is damn what 1 damage, 2
Two.
damage, 2 damage. Oh dear. Sorry about the light, guys. So 2 have dropped so far. So that is.
Oh yeah, 3
3
ups
ups.
in it, yeah, of course.
So 2 have dropped, so he has lost 4 wounds. He is on 9 remaining. Are you ready to grab your dice for the halberds?
Yeah, give me a second.
Halberds now 20 attacks, hitting on 2s.
Dropping a few more there, you'd be happy to know.
Yay. Running on 5s, but sadly, re-roll. Oh boy, do I wish that was the roll.
I know.
You've got 2 more in there.
You know what I've not been doing? It's my own fault.
Well.
Exploding 6s.
Oh, you silly boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are 2 damage each as well, aren't they?
Yeah, so it's AP -2 this time.
So 4's required. Reroll on because it's heavily cocked. Another 2 have gone down, so he is down to 5 wounds remaining. Cool, and then finally the big old hammer boy.
6 attacks.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s. Wounded on. You didn't put transhuman on, did you?
No, but it was 5s anyway.
No, strength 8.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 4s then.
It's alright. Just
So 3.
3. These are 5 ups.
Ooh, annoying. Fell one of them. Damage.
3.
Cool. He's on 2 wounds remaining. And then finally, is it your brother captain that's in there?
I mean, I've got brother captain and I've got the banner guy himself. So I'll do the brother captain because it's all fun.
Brother captain's going to try and take the glory now and finish it off, saying that he led the charges. So hitting on 3s. Wounded on 4s. At least this is not re-rolling.
4 at 5. So if you do fail one of these, he's dead.
Hey, yeah! Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. Now we want death throws. I need this death throws because I can do some mortal wound output. So that probably is cocked. Let's just no.
Finally, Swarmlord saw the X-Wing get sliced and diced, so he's going to take his revenge on this Dread Knight. Let's see what he can do.
So hitting on 2s, 6s do explode because of the Hive Synaptic imperative.
Correct.
Melee attacks. So, oh my god.
How many attacks does he have?
At 9.
Wow.
Don't make much difference though. Dropped at least 2. Wounding you on 3s, I believe, so. I don't know what that was. I think it was a 5 before I knocked it. So that is 2, 4, 5.
Main ones?
Yes, it will be, and it's 3 damage apiece.
Okay. I have lost.
9 wounds.
I will CP reroll that. Dramatic.
You have passed.
So I lost 6 in total. And that is that. Pretty solid turn for me. A bit gutting, I didn't get any primaries to start with, but I'd managed to blag 3 for bring it down. Managed to brag 3 for engage because I'm in all 4 quarters. Grind them down, probably is going to happen. managing to kill 2 Gaunt units, a Warrior unit, and an Excrin. That's 4. If he can kill 4 of my units, I'm probably going to concede. But there is still a lot of nasty things looking at these. And obviously, Mr. Swarmlord hiding behind the building right there. Quite happy with the chaff being destroyed. It puts him in a predicament to hold objectives when he doesn't really want to be with the big gribblies. So that is good. Only thing I would moan about is the fact that he didn't go in his charge and these Gene Stealers managing, of all them shots from a Grandmaster, only killing 2, which is a little bit unfortunate. But it's still massively open. Trust me, it really, really is. Jimmy's still got 5 CP, so some nasty strats are probably going to come my way. And also, he's probably going to get to use his big, nasty monster.
So turn 2 for the Tyranids. As you can see, Broodlord has moved round. Tyrannofex has moved round. Gene Stealers have stayed put for now. These guys have stayed put on objective 4. Big boy has moved round as well. Gone balls to the wall this turn because I feel like the damage sustained in turn 2 was probably too much, and I feel like already my turn 2 I feel like I'm on the losing end of this. So we'll see. Back in the psychic phase momentarily.
Psychic phase now. Broodlord is going to do Psychic Scream into these Persecutors. I think they're called. We'll go with that.
I don't know. For a 6 -1, 5 doesn't go off.
No, it's my denies +1.
I thought your
No. Mine's
okay.
I just deny. So as it 6 goes off, yeah.
Yes.
So I need a 6 or higher, basically. Yeah, fine. It is denied.
Catalyst on the Broodlord, doing it on himself.
Okay.
Not the Broodlord. Swarmlord.
And then
Goes off on a 6.
it goes off.
And then finally a cheeky smite into the big Dread because he's in combat with it.
Mm-hmm. Perils. CP.
CP, yep. For a 6 goes off.
No, I'll reroll that. It's only fair. Yeah, denied. So Catalyst goes off, Scream does not, and neither does the Smite. We've also burning the CP. Straight onto that glorious Nid shooting. We started off camera with the Warriors shooting Deathspitters and Venom Cannons in different angles. So the Venom Cannon into the Grandmaster, Deathspitters into this squad down here, and managing to do nothing. The Stinger Salvos shot into these Warriors, only managing to clink just the wound, but the acid spray is now going to shoot into the Grandmaster. So we'll see how many shots you get, good sir.
Yes, 6 plus D6 for 5.
Very good indeed.
So automatically hitting. Strength 6, your toughness 6. I think it's strength 6. Hang on, let me double check it.
Okay. Checking the Codex, and it is strength 6, so it is force to wound.
Force to wound. That is pretty. It's 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I've got Ferocious Ammunition, which I can do on him as well. D3 mortal wounds potentially.
6 yet?
6.
AP?
-2, so it'll be on your.
4s regardless. Oh dear, what damage?
Damage 2, so.
8. 8 go through.
There you go through. How many wounds you got?
He has got 5 wounds remaining.
5 wounds remaining.
Not good.
D3 mortal wounds potentially on him. So on a 2 up. Jesus Christ. Yeah. And then D3.
For 1. And then a 5 up to ignore. Does not. So he's on 4 wounds remaining. Nice work. Last bit of shooting, if I stand correct, is the tongue. He's going to get Crow. Look out, sir, is... So let's see if he can hit. Hitting on 3s.
Yes. Hits. Wounding on 3s.
I ignore wounds on 5s.
Just generally.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, won't bother. Won't bother.
Mortal wounds I ignore on 5s.
Oh, mortal wounds. The same mortal wounds is just flat 3 damage.
Oh, well, go for it if you want to risk it for a chocolate biscuit.
Yeah, why not? Burn a CP.
Nope, thought to then. This tongue is destined never to do anything, poor little sod. Charging, Gene Stealers needing a 6 against the Grandmaster. This Broodlord needing basically a 3+. Going over here to the horror specs, Jimmy decided to go against both of them, so Crow and the Marines, needing a 6 to whip around and tag both of them. Where would you like to start?
Broodlord.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as long as you don't get a double one.
Is it?
Brilliant. Then horror specs. I don't know which one to go first.
No, I'll go Gene Stealers first. Gene
Loves
Stealers
it.
and Money. And then finally the horror spec needing a 6. He's getting into combat, burning a CP. Yeah, he's in.
Brilliant stuff. Everything is in. Jimmy's starting with the Gene Stealers, seeing if he can finish off what the Tyranid did in the shooting. 24 attacks hitting on 3s. Now the tricky part, wounding on 5s.
So that is... They don't even have the additional minus anymore that they used to have. Gene Stealers have got really poopy. Really poopy. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, sir.
Okay, get that one, get that.
Oh shit, 5. Even if you reroll one, it doesn't matter.
Like we said, my luck with this rolling of the Grandmaster has been awful. Actually,
What?
It's got a 3-up invuln. So guys, I have messed up, and Jimmy, being the gentleman he is let me correct my mistakes. I get a 3-up invuln for that turn. So I would be on 7 with this guy being shooting me, and I've obviously got 2 3s, so that would basically put me to that. So that is all done. Apologies. Just going to keep panning until he sees what I'm doing.
I'm looking at Swarmlord now.
Horus Specs now is going to split his attacks, sort of sweeping strikes. So 2 will turn into 6, going into the Marines, and then he's doing 3 big strikes into Crow, seeing if you can clear all these Marines out. Go for it, sir.
Hit on 3s. He's not Synapse, it was the other one. Oh no, hit on 3s, yeah. Wounding on 3s. 4 and -1, sir.
Okay, 4 -1. One, no? Oh yeah, damage 2 in it. Yeah, cool. Sorry, I thought it was damage 1. Yeah, brilliant. So 1 Marine dead, and now it's the... is it just hitting on 3s or the -1 hit?
No,
It's
on 3s.
standard 3s. Brilliant.
So,
2s.
2.
What's the damage?
D3 plus 3.
Right. You could kill him.
Needing a...
5 or 6. Oh no.
No, needing a 3 up.
Yeah.
Oh god damn it. Right, I'm gonna roll here. Yep.
D.
Castle Crow. Or whatever it's called. D.
So he is dead, but he still gets to attack because he's got some weird ability where he can strike before he dies. So we will do that after the Broodlord. I'll get Jimmy to have his look at his profile, dice, see what he needs to roll, and we'll be right back, guys. The last bit of charging the Broodlord is going into these guys. He's got Ungle Factor, so he can pick Strength, Toughness, or Attacks. Strength is irrelevant, because it'll still be freeze to wound. Toughness, not really much he's going to change. Still 5 to wound from my point. So he's getting an extra attack, which is lovely. 7, hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s. 6 is Explode, because he's Synapse.
So that'll sort that out.
And then Rending on 3s. Any 6s is just insta-kill.
Yeah.
So 1 is instantly killed. And then another 1, 2, 3, 4. So.
Ooh, enough to wipe the squad. AP minus 3.
Yes.
So
6 it is.
Nope. Well done. The squad is wiped.
The Broodlord did not wipe the squad. There were 6 there. Mr. Kyle cannot count. So, attacks going on here. Let's have a look. 6 attacks hitting on
3s. Wounding on... Who's doing transhuman?
No.
So 3s, we're rolling 1s. Four ups required.
Cool. Well, at least I can ignore one of these. Here we go. So 2 go through. Roll your first dice. So 5 is ignored, and then roll your second one. For 1. 1 whole damage has gone through onto Mr. Swarmlord.
Broodlord's bossing it with his Ninja Warrior abilities, so he's going to strike back. Let's do it.
Hitting on 2s. Says Explode, and there was... How do I roll 3 1s? Honestly. Yeah, make sure it's alright. And then 3s to wound. So that is 5, good sir. 4's required. Please fail at least 3.
I'll burn a CP. Nope. He is dead.
Crow is attacking back before he perishes. So, hit on 2s.
Don't worry, I fail get 1s as well. 5s and 6s. 6s are D3 mortal wounds on addition. Nope, nothing there.
Cool.
Well done,
Bye,
Crow.
Crow.
You've done absolutely nothing this game.
See you later. Bye. Have a beautiful time. Right, we have the combat here to do and the one on the Dread Knight. Mr. Kyle has said, let's not bother filming these because he doesn't think much will happen. Maybe a few Gene Stealers will die. Other than that, we will see you in my recap. So, end of my turn recap. The 4 died from here. I've left 2 at the back, pulling them out of combat, but staying within Objective 5 to score me the primary for this mission and Stranglehold as well. This guy over here took 6 wounds off of the Broodlord, funnily enough. I failed all my in-guns, basically. And he passed his morale on a 3, and these guys here passed their morale on a 1. 10 points scored in the primary, 3 for Assassinate. I have got Rod in this corner here, and then finally Stranglehold as well. So we are moving on to Mr. Kyle's turn 3. Let's see what he can do.
Turn 3, and I scored 10, well, 8 for the primary, 10 as long as I don't do anything stupid down there. So that is good stuff indeed. I've fallen back with these guys, still holding the objectives, but basically getting out of his nasty way. So a little bit of room to think and hope for the horror specs leaves them alone. These guys have shuffled round, still holding objective 1, but eyeing up potential targets like these Gene Stealers. The Dread Knight, still in his top profile, has moved over difficult terrain, just anchoring down on 5. So if these Gene Stealers die, he will be still holding that, which is good stuff indeed. Going over here, these guys have just moved around, sort of been able to have bolter shots fired probably at the Warriors or the Gaunts, and then hopefully charge the Swarmlord and do the business. Psychic, we will do this real important one because Jimmy thinks it possibly will be. So this guy is going to smite into the Broodlord. I'm going to burn 1 CP for Psychic Channeling, so I get 3 dice. I'm picking the 2 highest. And obviously Jimmy will probably try the bestest to deny. So let's go. So needing a 5, actually a 6.
Yes.
I'm going to pick them 2. So you need a 11 to deny me. No. D3 doesn't matter. That means the Broodlord has been struck down by this boss. Good stuff indeed. Yummy, yum, yum. So what we're going to do now is the Psychic just off camera, just to speed things up, and we get into that important shooting and combat, guys. Mixed bag for Psychic, guys. These did a smite. They got a double 1. I wore it, and 1 perished in the flames of the warp. But then the Grandmaster turned around in Vortex of Doom. Ideally, I wanted these dead with Smite, and then I'd Vortex this guy. But alas, Gene Stealers was destroyed in a whirl of warp energy. These guys didn't do anything because they've fallen back. But going over here, the brother captain tried to put his 4-up in Vun against these guys. Swarmlord denied it. Hammerhand went off from the Terminators. Swarmlord didn't deny, so it did go off. And the brother ancient did a smite, did a super smite, taking 2 wounds off himself and taking 4 off the Swarmlord. So pretty mental indeed. Shooting now. It is going to be the... We're going to go over to, actually, sorry, moving around the camp thing. These guys shooting their Storm Bolters. Most likely, probably going into Warriors. I'll have a little think, and we'll see what I come up with.
So, shots from the Grandmaster in the baby carrier. Flamer first, I believe you said.
Correct. Yeah, I know I went around the whole map, the board, but I feel like this might be better on the Warriors. 2d6, so 6 shots. Auto hitting, so winning on 4s. That is
Minus
4. Well, AP -1, so basically you normal arm saves.
4-up save. Fail only one of them. 1 is down to 2 wounds remaining.
And then it is now 12 shots.
That's a lot of ones.
Luckily I'm hitting on 2s. Then it's 4s to wound. Alright. Again, 4 at -1.
4 at -1. Again, just 1 wound taken. 1 is down to 1 wound. See that on a regular guy.
Do you know what? That's consistent. He's taken 2 wounds off Gene Stealers and 2 off the Warriors.
Yeah.
So
he is rubbish.
Yeah, he is. Considering he failed with this guy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot...
all the bolters into him, yeah.
I'll do the big squad first, and then we'll see if... And then afterwards, if there's any left, I'll shoot the HQs into them as well.
Okay, right. We'll do this off camera because it is just bolter fire.
Shooting done. So all the bolters and we forgot to mention the Psy cannons all shot into the Warriors, managing to do some damage. But as you can see, they are no more. Brother Captain managing to kill the last one with his Storm Bolters, rolling 3 6s on the wound rolls. So that was good stuff. So managing to kill the Gene Stealers, the Broodlord, and the Warriors, bagging me 3 kills so far. So hopefully grind them down is mine this turn. Charges now. It's going to be all these guys into the Swarmlord. And as much as I don't want to do it because Overwatch is going to happen, I'm going to charge the Grandmaster into this Trigon Prime. Overwatch, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to burn on one sleep, please.
So, do you want to quickly
do Stinger Salvos. So these are hitting on 6s. So, for the purpose of that, I'll just move all 3. 1 hit. 5, sorry. So -1.
Typically, I have no dice. Come on. Ah! Yeah! Absolutely fine.
Cool. And then heavy d6 plus 4. So that is 4, 2, 3, should be 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh no, I picked up 12. God damn it.
Cheating.
Wounding on 4s, I believe it was. That's not what I wanted. Nah, that was Baba. Babbity poop.
Right.
3, 4 upstairs.
I'll get the dice because I only had 1 rather than the guys who have Nijad experience. We moved over here. 4s required. He's on 1 wound remaining. We rolled off camera due to the fact they were literally going to get in. It's just this guy now, as long as he's done double 1. Not far off, 3, but it will make it with 1 wound remaining.
Oh, yeah, because you're in cover, aren't you?
I've already got out of dens. I've got the -2 already, so I'm ready to rock and roll. Ready to rock and roll.
Starting the fight phase, the brother captain hitting on 2, sir. 6 attacks.
3s, because he's got a hammer.
Oh, right, okay. Just drop 1, and then wounded on 4s.
Would be.
2?
Just 2, yeah.
What flat damage is it? 3?
3.
So, pass both of them. Now, you said the Ancient.
Yeah, so he's got 5 attacks. Nope.
Then 5s.
Makes no odds. 4 up in runs, flat 2 damage.
Fortunately, I've got to wear that. So, that is... I'm still on... Oh, hang on. 8 wounds. No, 8 wounds, yeah. I'm on 8 wounds. And then I can do my catalyst saves. So I've ignored that, so now it'll be your big Terminator.
You fell 2 then, didn't you?
No, failed. Only failed thing.
Oh,
I will show him...
Oh, are you going to take the... You going to take the thing?
Yeah, to take the 2 wounds, then I've got to deflect it, so...
Brilliant. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Let me have a little think then, because it's put me in a little bit of predicament.
So, Terminator's here. Steel Heart has been enacted for 1 CP, giving him hitting on 2s. Would you like to roll your dice, sir? A bunch of attacks coming in.
Right, 2 dropped.
Moving on 5s, re-rolling everything. Hammer hand went off.
Yeah, we're rolling... Oh, yeah, sorry.
Pretty decent roll anyway.
I keep forgetting that. Right, okay, so... That was
That was a 1.
Well, okay. I don't know if I not turn off. So that is 10 in runs to go. No sword parry now, so it's 4s. Anything failed is 2 damage a pop.
So that is 4 failed, so that is 8 damage in total. So 5 up. Feel no pain, so a catalyst. He's alive on 1 wound remaining. If you'd like to get your staves set.
Yeah, no problem.
Staves coming in now.
2s to hit. 4s to wound. 5s to wound. Something to wound. Nice.
6.
6 3 ups this time.
3 ups because it's only -1. Failed 1 of them. I'll burn my last CP, I think. He is fine. And finally, your hammers, which will probably finish him off.
No, just one far up.
Please pass. No! Damage.
Wow. 3.
Does he death throws? No. Grandmaster now. How many attacks? 3 did you say? Or 4? No, 4.
4. Hitting on 3s because it's the hammer. It's winning on 3s and it goes straight through. Oh, you get 6 of arm saves. Yep. So 3s. Right. Good to know. 3s to wound. Just the 1.
6 up save.
Nope.
D6 one. Oh, D3 plus 3, wasn't it?
For 6 damage.
Cool. Nice. He's down to 11 wounds.
Tran effects is going to try and finish off the Grandmaster. 4 attacks hitting on 3s.
Oh, bloody hell. All of them caught. How? Okay. Well,
Still can do it.
Yes. -1 star.
It's 2. I have a CP to reroll it. No! Wow, I didn't think that. With that crazy battle with the the Swarmlord dying on this final wound with the final roll, and this guy managing to fail his invuns twice, it's burst this game wide open once more. I scored 10 for the primary. Bring it down, scored 2 for the Swarmlord. Engage is now probably not going to happen thanks to the new rules. I'm in 2 table quarters. Technically I'm in all table quarters, but because I've got not that many units left, it's probably not the wisest pick of mine, but I'm thinking of the old editions of the rules. Grinding down, very much likely I've killed 4. If you can kill 4, then it's pretty much game, like I said before. So yeah, very close game indeed. So we will pass you over to Jimmy and his turn 3.
Turn 3 for the Tyranids. These guys have not advanced up. These guys have just moved up and within 3 of this objective. He's just putting as much distance between these guys as possible. I'm coming to here. Horspex has moved around. He's going to do a cheeky tongue flick into there to try and kill one of these and then come round. No psychic. Unfortunately, my psychers are now dead. Can't even do a cheeky smite. So we're going to go straight into the shooting phase.
It's the tongue time, baby. Into the big squad of...
No, the guys behind.
Sorry. These guys here. Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s. No. Cool.
Moving over.
Stinger Salvo's going into that squad of 2. Hitting on 3s.
4s because of you 12 inch away from me.
Rubbish. Look at that. That's fucking... That's done all that, mate. And 3s. Well, it's not enough to kill you. It's only -1.
What's damage?
Just 1.
Okay, so 1 is on 1 wound. And then acid spray into the front squad, I'm assuming.
Yes. So D6 plus 6. Oh my god.
That would have been really good rolls as well. Hey, that's what you get for rolling on there.
I think we need to do away with this gravel.
Just these massive dice that run over it.
Yeah.
3s.
So that is 2. That is 6.
AP 3 in it or something.
Yeah. Something like that.
Valiant effort, but the squad is wiped. 5 attacks into the Terminators now.
We should say charge phase went in. I will use my 1 CP for trampling charge. So on a D3 they take mortal wounds. So they take a flat 3 mortal wounds. Would you like to roll your dice for...
Flat 3?
Flat 3, so I could kill a cheeky Terminate here unless you roll a 5.
Well, he's alright.
Yeah.
2 wounds off.
Cool.
So 1 is on, 1 wound remaining.
That doesn't really matter. So 4s. So hitting on 3s. Wounded on.
Maybe 2 as well.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, just roll your dice. No,
Nope.
That,
So
that guy on 1 wound's dead.
okie dokie.
All your attacks back.
Yep. I'll move everything and we'll do all the attacks back. The Terminators struck back. We did all the hits and all the rerolls off camera, and Jimmy has got the dice to see what he can do. So how many?
Stave, I'll start with 3 up save. Fine.
So far, so good.
The 3 damage 4 ups. 2 go 3, so he's on 6 wounds remaining. Plus 6 wounds, sorry. So he's on 9 wounds remaining. And then 8, 2 damage. So this could kill him. I passed them all. He's on 9 wounds remaining.
Good stuff.
Thank you, Dermic Symbiote. So 9 wounds remaining on this horror specs. What a turn. I scored 6 for my primary. Ooh. And then finally I scored 4 for Assassinate, basically in Carl's turn, but my turn for the Grandmaster. And I've got 3 for Stranglehold for holding more than my opponent, who's currently holding 2. God, this game is really close and going down to the wire. We fully expected just to die here and then probably call it, but we're going to fly through these turns for you. So, on to Grey Knights, turn 4.
Turn 4, no CP gained because I don't hold my home objective. So, not much movement. These guys shuffle around so they can charge into horror specs. And smites just went off pretty much across the board. 2 wounds dealt to the Tron effect, so he's down to 9. These guys down here did 1 smite, 1 that passed, taking 3 wounds. And Shadow the Walk, thanks to this guy over here, stopped for second. But Hammerhand did go off, which is pretty useful indeed. So we move to the charge phase. So the 2 bosses are going to charge in the horror specs. See if they can do anything there. And yeah, so we'll just move them in. I'll get my dice and we shall see what they can do.
Fight phase now, surprise, surprise, they got in. They only needed like a 3 each, basically. So, sir, Brother Captain first, hitting on
Freeze. Wounding on 4s. Just the 2. 4 of them.
2 for Penguins. 1 fail. How much damage?
3. So he's on 3 wounds.
Oh no.
And then it's the brother, the ancient. Let me just double check his attacks. I think he's got 5, but I don't want to cheat 'cause it's so crucial. 5
attacks coming in now.
Alright. 4 hit. 5's to wound. No wounds. You to go, sir.
Me to go. It'll be the horror specs. I might as well do it into the Tyranids. I believe I'm still getting 5 attacks, but I think I've gone down to weapon skill 4 now. Normally I would have gone down to weapon skill 5, but because of my hyper adaptology, basically means I double my wounds. I can't remember if I even mentioned that at the beginning of the game.
No, but it's been description of it, so it's all grand.
Here we go. Don't make a difference. Wounded on 2s. Doodaloo. So 1 and 2. 5 up in one, sir.
Reroll that.
Look at you passing that. Nope. 1 fail.
1's dead, wasn't it?
Yeah, D3 plus 3. Yes, 6.
The stave guy will be popped.
Oh no, not the boss, Dave.
Right, cool. I'll do the hammers first. So they get 5 attacks normal, 6 with the banner, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s, re-rolling. 3. If he
Fails one of these, he
fails-
did.
Yes.
Fail one, he did. Does he explode? He does not. Good night, sweet horror specs. So that's it. We have called it. There is a reason we've called it. So we played out my turn 4. We didn't film it because I was able to kill the 2 guys that were on objective 3. And then we looked at the points, and because I've been able to move my Tran effects, onto objective 1, I will be scoring like max primary in the last turn and scoring the additional primary that you score at the end of the game as well. So the final scores was 61 to the Tyranids and 49 to the Grey Knights. And I have to say, at the end of turn 2, it was looking like the Grey Knights were going to absolutely walk over this.
Yeah, I felt pretty confident throughout the whole game with the big blob of Terminators. The problem is you've got with stuff like that is you just clustered on one side. That's the issue. Having a castle is fantastic with the re-rolls and buffering and all that. The problem is I couldn't spread out quick enough to really react. The Grandmaster was bobbins. He really didn't do anything. The shooting killed 2 Gaunts and 2 Gene Stealers.
Yeah.
A Psychic didn't do very much anyway, and he pretty much whiffed all of his stuff. Look, Grandmasters and Dread Knights are fantastic. They're versatile, they're fast, they've got really hard hitting stuff. The Psychers, they've got good guns. You know, they are good. I'm not knocking them. It just wasn't his day.
No.
And the fact that I had a CP, because I had 2 CP and I was going to basically put him on top bracket and hopefully try and fits out. But I went for the Swarmlord instead. I'm quite glad I did. But equally so, I thought I'd keep 1 CP back just for a cheeky reroll. And obviously I rolled a 3 and a 2 or something. But that sums up some of my... You know, my luck was bad to start, but then it flipped. And I'm not going to like complain about that because I did roll really spicy towards the end. It's just when armor saves... just rubbish. Just rubbish. But both sides though, it was toe to toe. From turn 2, it was literally like Nids had the lead, Grey Knights had the lead, Nids had the lead. It got towards the sort of like when the Grandmaster died from down here, it really freed up your Tran effects to sort of sweep around, and I knew that I couldn't charge him because he just overwatched me and flamed me to death, and I couldn't really shoot him because I didn't have enough firepower. Stormbolters are great for taking out chaff in the open, but that's about it. I didn't really have any massively strong weapons. We need to really try Nids against a bit more of a gun line, with really good guns, and see how they kind of board with that more than anything. I had 1 gun that was strength 8 or higher, and that was on the Dread Knight that got killed first turn.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you shut it down. It were only strength 8 anyway, and it wasn't like a bright lance or anything ridiculously like good, like a Tau sort of rail gun or anything. So it'll be interesting to see if they can sort of weather up stuff like that. But yeah, good game. Did you enjoy it? Yeah.
It was a stressful game. It was a stressful game.
It
I
was
don't know if
stressful.
that came across on camera, but yeah, there were a lot of to and fro in like your turn 2 took forever.
Yeah.
I think it was about 2 hours.
Yeah, it was. This is the problem when you're playing an army where you're not really familiar with. Like, we've done Grey Knights 3 times on the channel, 2 times when they released the Codex, and it's been quite a while since. So it's been a bit of like a brainstorm, learning stuff from my end, trying to get them strategies in my brain, just trying to get them in. Because like I said, these are a borrowed army, so once again, thank you. So we get to showcase them, when the Codex drops and stuff like that. The issue is, when you've got an army you truly love, it just sits.
Yeah, it just
sits
absorbs
more.
better. Like me playing my Custodians, for example, I learned how to play them really quick.
Yeah.
And
you rapidly get in there with Nids. The thing is, with these new 9th edition codexes, they are so good in the sense of so many things are fantastic, but there's so much to remember. So much. And even with Nids, you've got Psychic, you've got or the overlapping Synapse nonsense. It is a lot to remember, and well played for like remembering the best you can.
I think I did quite well on this one. I've probably made a mistake or two, and I'm sure the comments down below will let me know, like you guys always do. But no, it's criticism though that we build upon, basically. So yeah, overall, quite happy with how this game went. God, like I said, it was stressful. It was mind-boggling. Like towards the end of end of the turn 2, he was joking to me, "Come on, just concede. You know you want to." And I was saying, "No, if you want me to concede, you're gonna have to concede." And I'm happy we kind of played this out to its conclusion, even though we didn't really film the back end of the conclusion. Because to be fair, watching stuff walk around and kill 2 Marines isn't really that exciting.
Do you really want to see us roll loads of shots for bolters? Like, really, do you really want that? You know, a lot of you guys actually have said in the comments from quite a while now actually that you do like that. So again, if you don't, or you want us to change sort of how we do things, you know, we do cut out little bits just to basically speed things up when you don't want to be seeing 50 bolter shots. It's quite cool to see in your hand, but that's about it.
Really. We'll say there were probably moments in this battle report that were a little bit lengthy. Maybe I did edit them down, maybe not. I don't know yet. It depends on how quick I get this edit out. But overall, 61, it's 49. I think that's about it.
Yeah,
unless
good
you've got
game.
anything else left to
No,
say.
good game. Either way, when your brain hurts after a game, you know it's been a very intense one.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing.
Just happy that Nids won again.
Yeah. You know what? I think I am too. Like we said plenty of times, they're just so cool, and I just love. I like the thing is like I'm not bothered about losing. I'm really not. It was frustrating at times, but Nids roll.
I just need to add more of the newer good stuff to this, and it'll get even nastier. Like Zone Throats, Maleceptors look nasty. Toxic Rins are pretty nasty as well. Just the possibilities are going to be hopefully endless. But yeah, one last massive thank you for Dave for lending his army to us, and we will be returning that army very shortly as well. So you will not see Dave's Grey Knights probably on the channel again, or maybe in a couple of years' time, or who knows, we might have our own Grey Knight army by that point.
Overcommitting as always.
Overcommitting as always. That will be definitely 2 years down the pipeline, because I can't be bothered painting power armor, because I'm currently painting power armor. So, right guys, there is a subscribe button down below. There is a 50 like goal target, so please hit that like button, and we will see you in the next battle report. Bye guys.
See ya.